Today's video is about balance and about maintenance, I think. I just love Jaclyn's journey so much. I have to be honest. If anyone asks me what my favorite thing is I do on social media, it's this. It's such like a quiet little corner of the internet for me. I feel like it's such a judgment-free zone. I can talk about things that I feel like I can't take on other socials, like on other apps. It's like, I really feel a community here with you guys. So we are gonna be talking about balance, maintenance, all of that jazz. As of right now, let's talk about my goals. Let's talk about the way I feel. Let's talk about my body, yada. That's what we like to call progress right there. Okay, so I am currently not trying to lose any more weight. I am right around 145 right now, which is so exciting because that is the same weight when I launched my lipsticks. And that was such a big moment for me. Like, I really wanted to get down to that weight. Like technically I'd have to lose like 2.5 more pounds to be where I was when I launched my lipsticks. For some reason, I've always known my weight. I've never been obsessed, but I've always known it. But yeah, that's just like been a goal of mine this whole time because the lipsticks just put me in such a depression in my life that I wanted to get rid of all of the weight that came after that for like a therapeutic, metaphoric moment of like shedding the dead weight of the past, the weight that came with depression, the fear of failure. Now I'm at the point where I'm no longer necessarily trying to lose weight. There's definitely things about my body that I want to change. So it's more like body recomposition now, which is all about working out, toning up, all of that. I will not be mad if I continue to lose weight, but I'm no longer looking in the mirror hating myself. But I'm fine if I lose like another 10 pounds, but I'm no longer like trying to do that. I'm officially exactly 30 pounds down. That took me like 5 months. The first month that I stopped drinking and started eating better, I actually only lost like, I think 3 pounds the first month. Like it really wasn't much at all. But then it just started falling off me, but let's talk more about that later. Anyways, same weight as I was when I launched my lipsticks, which is so crazy because my body looks different now than it did when I was the same weight. But I guess that just happens like as you get older. Like I noticed like my hips are definitely wider than they were before my lipsticks. My tummy, there's like more meat there than there was before my lipsticks, but I'm the same weight. So things changed. I also think I have more fat on me now. I don't know. I feel amazing, and that's what it's all about. Let's go. You guys, this is crazy. I am being tested today, okay? I'm currently sitting right outside the parking lot here in Tampa at the place where I go take group classes. I'm kind of panicking because my class starts in 7 minutes and this place is so packed right now. Everyone is on the same page. You know, everyone's like, gotta get that Saturday workout in before the day starts. I'm being tested. Bitch, I'm working out. I'm taking this class. I will park this car in the middle of the street. I will disrupt this Saturday afternoon. I am working out. Listen, I'm about to break some rules. There's a lot of no parking zones and your girl might have to break a rule, okay? Rules were just made by people and I am people. You make a rule, I might break it. You never know, okay? I found a spot and it's a good spot. Holy shit. This is like too good to be true. All right, you guys, it is Saturday. It is 10 after 12. I woke up at 9 o'clock today. It was gorgeous. I got to just lay in bed until like 9:30 and chill. And now I'm hitting a group workout class. This is such an important key thing that I do for myself in my life to stay on track. If you can just book like 3 workout classes a week and commit to going to them, it makes such a difference. And listen, if you're someone who's not comfortable going and working out, I have so much to say about that because I used to be that person, okay? Going and working out by yourself is so intimidating and so scary, but let me tell you something. If there are people who are actually in a group class or at a gym judging you, then they're the problem. They're assholes, okay? And we don't care about assholes around here. So go do your thing. Whatever insecurity you may have, the only thought in my mind is good for you. Yes, you are here, you showed up, you got your ass to this place, to the gym, to the workout class, you're doing something for yourself. That is amazing. Like that's the only thought that goes through my mind. And if there are people out there who are looking at you or me or whomever being like, they look so stupid, then you're an asshole. That's all there is to it. So get over it, go to the gym. At the end of the day, I don't think the majority of people care. They're in their own world. We're all selfish beings. We want to look good. We want to feel good. We're there for ourselves, not to laugh at other people. So just go to a group class. For me, this place in Tampa, I love it because if you cancel the class, they charge you $14. And I'm like, I don't want to lose $14. So I just show up. It's 45 minutes. You get your heart rate up. You burn like 400 calories. You're in, you're out. You feel amazing. And it's something that keeps you on track and accountable. And if you, after that, you want to go get tacos and margaritas, then do that. But like you did that one thing for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You conquered a fear. You conquered that gym anxiety. You got your heart rate up. You got a good sweat and you got your exercise. And now you can go about your day. So group classes, that's a very big thing that I do. And girls, pre-workout is kicking in. Let's go. Oh my God. My average heart rate was 160. I burned 460 calories. It's a lot. Sometimes I'm just like, really? Don't get me wrong, like I love the feeling of working out, but a lot of times when I get done for like the first 5-10 minutes, I feel like shit. Like it takes a second for me to feel good. How often do I really need to do this? Like several times a week for the rest of my life. That just seems like a lot. So I'm exhausted. It's 1 o'clock. That workout class kicked my ass. It was sprinting along with heavy weightlifting, like back to back. That was exhausting. Like my knees are killing me. My shins are killing me. I've done a lot of sprinting this week, a lot of running, a lot of heavy weights. So that tells me that for the next several days, I'm just gonna focus on walking. So for like the next 3 days, probably I will not do a workout class. I will not lift heavy. I will literally just walk. I will walk on my treadmill or walk outside. I think that it is crucial to listen to your body and understand that at the end of the day, you are not going to change your body overnight. You're not gonna do one workout and be like, my love handles are gone. And you're not gonna, do one workout and be like, I feel mentally clear. Like everything takes time. I quit drinking 6 months ago and I feel like just this last month, for the first time, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I feel like my old physique is starting to come back. The way God made me before I started filling my body with toxins and poison on a weekly basis. Great things take time. So right now my legs hurt, my shins hurt, it all hurts, okay? So I'm gonna just walk for the next few days and that's okay. That's totally okay. That's not like a bad thing, that's a good thing. It's gonna continue to get me to my goal. So I'm gonna go meet up with Jordan now. Okay, bye.
You just sat down like a phantom.
What do you mean? I have my nuggies. When it comes to weight loss, okay? Specifically weight loss. We're not talking about health, we're talking about weight loss. You have to find foods that you love, that are like something that's like, I love it. And you have to find ways to incorporate into your diet, otherwise it's never gonna work. These chicken nuggets right here, I have recommended them to everybody in my life. I've put everyone on them. I'm gonna put a picture of the exact bag that I buy by Applegate. They're the gluten-free nuggies. And it's something like 150 calories for 6 of them. You guys, they are so good. They're so crunchy. They taste like Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets. You can eat them with like sugar-free ketchup, sugar-free barbecue sauce. You can sit on the couch and stuff your face with these. I'm telling you, I know it sounds silly, but last week I ate these for dinner like 4 nights in a row and I lost 2 pounds. So I think I'm onto something, but it's things like this that just like make life good. Oh, so good. What's up?
That's it.
They're so good. Are you okay?
I missed it. My back.
Turn that off. There is no better feeling in this world than not being hungover. Oh my God! I just realized that this week is 6 months since I stopped drinking. Oh my God! I've got a half a year! That is so exciting, like 4 days from now. Probably the day this video is uploaded will be 6 months since the last time that I had a drink. That is so crazy. That's so cool. You guys, when I tell you, like I did not ever think that I would be the person to say like, I've been drinking 6 months and I feel so good. If you're someone watching this video and you drink on a weekly basis, whatever it may be for, if it's just to have fun, if it's to party, if it's to relax or take the edge off, if it's to cope, whatever it may be, if you're someone who drinks and it's part of your lifestyle and you want to stop and you think, oh God, like that could never be me. I am here to tell you, yes, it can, because that was my exact mindset. Like I was like, there is no way. I would listen to the podcasts and read the books. I read Quit Like a Woman. I would watch all the interviews and YouTube videos of people talking about how they stopped drinking. They felt so good. I'm like, yeah, but like I could not go 6 months. There's no way I would actually enjoy it. Let me tell you guys, every month that goes by, I am more thankful and grateful to not have alcohol in my life. It's so... I had to sit down. I had to get comfortable. I think the best part about quitting drinking has also been the hardest part for me personally, and that is having to deal with all of my raw and real emotions on my own. I actually remember the first time, like I hadn't had a drink in like, it was like 5 or 6 days. I was sitting on my couch and I was so stressed out and upset about something. My instant reaction was to make a drink. And I remember this moment of sitting on the couch being like, oh my God, it's been years since I have been like worked up over something and did not use alcohol to take the edge off, because everything is just easier to deal with one shot in. I'm not talking about getting drunk, but just like one drink in, you're just like, okay, whatever that stress was, it's just easier to deal with now. It's easier to process, right? And I sat there on my couch and I was like, damn, I have to deal with this on my own. And it was so scary. And that has now become my favorite part about not drinking, is now when a problem comes to me, I have to face it head on. I have to be brave. If I have an anxiety attack while I'm traveling, you know, it's like my biggest fear. If I start to feel panic, I had my first panic attack in so long a couple of weeks ago. Getting through that entire thing, the whole panic attack and then the feelings and the rush of emotions that come afterwards, getting through that entire thing without alcohol was wild. But like, I get to look at that and be so proud of myself, because I'm like, I don't need substance. I don't need anything. Like, I have myself, I have God. I don't need anything else. Like, you just feel so brave and so much tougher and so much stronger. And I also feel like it's like preparing me for motherhood, you know, because it's like I can do anything, and it makes me so proud of myself. But it's been the hardest thing, having to work through emotions and like fight battles without having that support, is what I used to think of it as. I face things head on. I dive through it, I charge through the issue, I solve the problem, and then we're done. And it's like so crazy because I come out on the other end with a clear mind. I know exactly what decision I made, why I made it, why I am where I am, and I'm not foggy. I don't have hangovers. I don't have regrets. It's amazing. Another thing that's come with not drinking, and this isn't even because necessarily of the alcohol for some specific relationships, it's because once I got a clear mind, I started seeing how some people in my life were genuinely just using me and in my life for the wrong reasons and so on and so forth. But the amount of relationships that I've put an end to, the amount of toxic relationships with people that I had that I've put an end to. Once I started getting clear-minded, those relationships just kind of naturally dissolved. Just trying to encourage you guys and explain to you guys what my experience has been like and what this process has been like of not drinking. And if you would have told me, you know, a year ago, like, oh, you're gonna stop drinking and you're gonna have a panic attack and you're gonna have to fly, you know, twice a month. I've been flying literally twice a month for the past couple of months. You're gonna have to fly twice a month and do that with no alcohol whatsoever. And you're gonna have a severe panic attack and not be able to have alcohol whatsoever. If you would have told me that, I would have been like, that I'm gonna continue to drink. Are you joking me? This sounds miserable. This sounds awful. You know, like I've given up coffee, soda. It's like, if you would have told me that that was gonna be my life, I would have been like, no, thank you. I will continue to have my drinks in the evening. I will continue to take the edge off. I'm not living that life because it sounds miserable, but it is the best, happiest era of my entire life. Like, I could not be happier. And it all started with not drinking. Anyways, it's like when all of our other friends all have their hangovers, you know, I'm like, I feel so great. And I almost feel like guilty for feeling so good while everyone else feels like shit. But it's kind of cool though, because by me not drinking, other people have been like, you know what, I'm not gonna drink tonight either. So like we hang out with friends now and everyone will be like, you know what, let's all have mocktails tonight. And so now like our friend group, there's like almost been like a non-alcohol movement, which is really cool because I didn't even feel like I needed the support. Like from the beginning, I'm like, please, like just continue to drink. Don't even like pay attention to me, like do your own thing. I never want to be a burden. But now so many of our friends and family are on this no alcohol movement and it's so cool. It's like just so much fun. The conversations are different. Everyone feels great the next day. We hang out earlier in the day. We call each other earlier in the day because everyone just feels so much better. Life is just getting good for a lot of people. A lot of people are, you know, in my life, changing businesses, shutting down businesses, opening up new businesses, investing in new businesses, because it's just like we're all getting a sense of clarity in our life from being sober. And I just want to say that quitting drinking and changing my lifestyle is not something that just happened overnight, okay? This all started with changing my mental state. So if you feel like you're not ready to make a big change for yourself and your health and your lifestyle, that's okay. You don't feel like you have to wake up tomorrow morning and I'm gonna hit 10,000 steps today and I'm gonna go on a 5-mile run and I'm gonna start working out hard. I'm gonna cut out carbs and sugar. You guys watch me here on Jaclyn's journey. You watch me attempt all of that and you saw where it got me. It got me nowhere, okay? And then it's when I took a break and I took a step back and I really started to work on me and my mental state. That's when you guys saw a shift. That's when we all saw real results in me. I would not look like this. I would not feel like this if it was not for therapy. So I am a huge advocate for therapy and mental health, because at the end of the day, sometimes you just need a professional to listen to you and hear you out while you talk through your shit. And I know not everyone is going to feel comfortable walking into a therapist's office. Like, I know how intimidating that can be. When I learned about BetterHelp, it was a no-brainer that I wanted to partner up with them. I wanted to work with them in some capacity, and that is why they are the sponsor of today's video. If you have not heard of BetterHelp yet, it's an online online professional therapy service where you can do phone calls, video calls, and even message with your therapist, which is so incredible. Jordan and I actually have a few friends who are currently using BetterHelp, and they have loved their experience. They have nothing but amazing things to say about it. I personally cannot even tell you how many therapy sessions I missed out on and had to cancel because my anxiety and depression was so bad. To find out that it is available for everybody at home and it is so easily accessible, you don't even have to leave your couch or your bed if you don't want to. That is such a game changer. And the bonus is that it's a lot more affordable than traditional therapy. So if you feel like you need to talk to someone or someone you know needs to talk to someone, you can go to betterhelp.com/Jaclyn and save 10% off your first month of therapy. It's life-changing. I feel like I'm in a therapy session right now. Moving on. Okay, you guys, it is football Sunday. I have a love-hate relationship with football Sunday. I love it when football season starts because everyone comes over on Sundays. We eat, we have a great time, friends, family, we're all together. But then towards the end of the season, I'm like, can we be done? Because I'm ready to have my Sundays back. But this is a tricky day. For me, football Sundays are a day where I'm sitting at home, okay? Like we don't really typically go out to sports bars. We sit at home with like 15 people and we just eat crap. People bring appetizers, we order pizza, it's like buffalo chicken dip. It's the kind of food that you're like, oh God, this isn't even worth it. But like everyone's doing it. Everyone's eating, everyone's drinking, everyone's getting drunk. It is a challenging day, but I've gotten to the point where it's no longer challenging for me because I have finally learned the balance. So I'm walking on the treadmill right now and I'm quite literally in sweatpants and a sweatshirt, and then I have on my tennis shoes and fluffy socks. Because this is the thing that I've learned is you do not have to complicate things, okay? In an ideal world, I would have woken up this morning, walked for like an hour straight on an incline, and I would have sweat, but that was not realistic. I had to pick up my house. I had to prep a bunch of stuff because I'm making some snacks and appetizers today. I didn't have time for it, and I also wanted to lay in bed and enjoy my husband for the first hour of the day instead of getting up and doing this. So now I have a full face of makeup on. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my treadmill on like 3.5 speed, and I'm gonna just walk for 30 minutes, okay? I'll walk like 1.5 miles, 2 miles, get those steps in, do some stretching. My shins hurt really bad today, my knees hurt really bad today, and then also my actual ass and my quads are so sore from working out because I did push it hard the last couple of days. So today, I'm just going to walk, and then I'm going to 1000% drink several mocktails, eat the buffalo chicken dip, I'm gonna eat the bacon, I'm gonna eat the cheese, whatever comes my way, I'm gonna eat it today, I'm gonna enjoy it, I'm not gonna feel guilt whatsoever because I have worked out this week and I'm walking right now and I'm moving my body. It really is just all about balance when it comes to like maintaining and keeping your eye on the goal. Just because you're gonna make shitty decisions doesn't mean that the entire day has to be filled with shitty decisions. I used to have a close friend who anytime, I'm gonna turn up my treadmill, anytime that she would be on a diet and she would have like a whole cheat day, that cheat day would completely derail her from her diet and then she would just stop her diet. That's not realistic. Like life is about balance. Enjoy the things in life. Enjoy the food, enjoy the drinks, enjoy it all, but also make sure that you're doing something else for yourself that day as well to almost like counteract it, if you will. That's what works for me because it's all about balance and it's about the way you feel. Follow the way you feel. You can literally get a walking pad on Amazon. I think they start off at like $150. You can walk while you watch your TV shows and you don't have to think to yourself like, oh, walking isn't enough. Walking is enough. Like I saw my biggest weight loss progress when I was just walking. Walk on my treadmill or walk outside and I lost, I think, if my math is correct, I lost 13 pounds in 6 weeks, around 10 to 12,000 steps every single day. Don't sleep on walking. It's amazing and it's good for you. It's good for your ligaments. It's good for your joints. It's good for your heart. It's good for everything. Get your ass up and walk, sister. Also, I feel like I need to elaborate on what I was just saying. You do not have to overthink it. You can literally walk in your bathrobe. You don't have to put on a sports bra. Sometimes just that, especially if you're someone who battles with anxiety and depression, like I have my entire life, that is the biggest hurdle, just to go into your room and put on the outfit to work out. And you're like, no, please. It seems like it's too much. Just whatever you're wearing, walk wearing that. Fluffy socks, sweatpants, a sweatshirt. Do not overthink it. You can walk literally while you're drinking something. Grab yourself a Poppy or an Olipop. Make yourself a little mocktail and just walk while you're doing that. We all have to start somewhere. Do I need to remind you guys where I started? I'm gonna put like a little video clip right here or a little photo right here to remind you where I started. Okay? So I'm just telling you what works for me. Just don't overthink it. I cannot believe he tried to fight you.
Right. Like if I would have said something like kind of aggressive back, he was like ready to kind of fire off. I was like, wow.
Terrence, have you tried these Poppy drinks yet? This brand?
So, nah.
They're so good. They're so good. You've got to try some today. You say you'll mix it, like you'll use it as a mixer?
Yeah.
Use like Poppy and Tito's?
Yeah, I'm not
Hell yeah. I haven't seen Krista since our wedding. Hi. And she walked in the door and I was like, do you want to make the sausage dip right now? The second she walked in. So look at what we have. So good. Krista gave me this recipe. It's still on your YouTube channel, right? Mouth watering for it. Hold on. It's not right. It's not right. I've been cooking in the kitchen and I've been in there for like the last 2 hours trying to make like this bacon brown sugar cheddar situation. Finally gave up. I made so many dips and now I have Katie working on me. God bless her. Hopefully you can fix these shins so that I can actually be more mobile tomorrow. Because all I'm doing is walking right now as my workout. Okay, this is a really, really, really big thing for me. Actually, I will be honest, this is the biggest thing for me when it came to feeling good, losing weight, all the things, was food. The types of food that I eat and my cravings. I have cravings, I feel like a pregnant woman. I can't imagine what it's gonna be like to actually be pregnant, because if I get a craving in my head, like if I want Doritos with lemon on them, there's nothing in this world that's gonna take that away from me. I'm just like a bloodhound. I'm like, I'll do anything for it. Like I will drive 40 minutes to get a specific cookie that I am craving, okay? So if I can work around it, you can work around it, because I understand cravings. Something that I had to come to terms with is not every meal is going to be the best meal of your life. Like I don't have to treat every single meal like this is the last meal I'm ever going to have. That was a really big problem for me there for a minute. I wanted every single breakfast, lunch, and dinner to be like a 5-star moment, like plated beautifully, so full of flavor and delicious. And then
It's true.
I love you.
And then she saw me just eating seasoned ground beef and vegetables, plain Jane, and was like, I don't know how you do that. I'm like, this is how you do it.
Okay, that's enough. Thank you so much.
Get over it.
I know, thank you. I love you. Okay. And I also want to say that when you go through hard times, like for me, that's when cravings get even worse. Like when I was in the most depressed state of my life, the most anxious state of my life, that's when like you are not going to hand me bland, unseasoned ground turkey when I can have pizza and chicken Alfredo and ice cream. Like absolutely not. That's again where therapy comes into play, and like working through your emotions genuinely helps you get cravings under control. At least it did for me. Okay, so my point of this is it's 1 o'clock right now. Is it still hot? No. I made a heaping plate of vegetables, which is baby corn and butternut squash. And the butternut squash was already like pre-cut to look like french fries. I got both of these from Trader Joe's. And then all I did is just season it with this. This is one of my favorite seasonings ever for veggies. Okay, I got it on Amazon. I season it, I put it in the oven for 350, 16 to 18 minutes, and that's it. I snacked on a ton of this. This was literally like my breakfast and lunch because I've just been like busy. I've had 5,000 things to do. I didn't get up early enough to make myself a proper breakfast. I didn't meal prep. So vegetables, these right here are so stinking good. These are the turkey sausage and red pepper omelet bites from Sprouts. Oh my God, I just Instacarted these. 17 grams of protein, and I was like, you never know with these sorts of things. So good. So I had this, a ton of vegetables, like this whole thing was filled, and I still had like a sweet tooth, so I had one of these right here, the skinny dipped dark chocolate peanut butter cup right here, which is just like 2 grams of sugar. Okay, so at the end of the day, like I'm not someone who's gonna sit down and crave healthy food all the time, right? Like I want Oreos, birthday cake Oreos specifically, okay? I think the trick is before you let yourself get too hungry, we talked about this the other night, when you let yourself get too hungry, that's when you start making really bad decisions.
Yeah, because healthy food is not gonna like fix that.
We were starving the other night.
You just want like pizza and subs and burgers.
That's what we did. I lifted so heavy, and then I did like a sprinting class, and I was hangry beyond hangry, and then we ended up going and getting foot-long subs, because in that moment, you're not like, oh, let me have a salad. Like you're starving because you let yourself get too hungry. My point is, before you give in to those cravings, before you're like, oh, I'm gonna have some ice cream, try putting good things into your body. Try vegetables, try things like this, try a protein shake, try some raspberries, you know what I mean? Try some strawberries. And at the end of the day, your body is gonna be getting the carbs that it needs from the vegetables, it's gonna be getting the sugar that it needs from the fruit, and it's probably gonna fulfill that craving that's just a mental state of mind. I was on a flow there for a minute, but you get it. Okay, so here we are once again. I still have not fixed this curtain. Like all I gotta do is like clip it back on. Every single day I see it and I'm like, ooh, and then I forget. Maybe I'll actually do it after. I have my Alani. I'm obsessed with the Kimade flavor. It's so good. I have my Stanley and I have my headphones. I have a lot of stuff to do. I need to watch my new video, go over edits for that, edit a few TikToks. So why not do it while I'm walking? You know what I mean? Like we all sit and scroll on our phones. You do. So stand and scroll on your phone. Like just walk. Even if you feel like you can't scroll on your phone, slow it down. You don't have to walk fast, you know what I'm saying? Like right now I'm at 2 speed. I'm walking 2 miles an hour right now. I'll get to 3, I'll get to like probably like 3.2, 3.5 speed while I'm working on my phone. Do that for like 30, 45 minutes, an hour. You get done on your phone, and instead of feeling like a piece of shit, feel good. Just try it, just try walking, okay? Don't sleep on walking, I'm telling you. It's the biggest difference that I saw in my body when I started to walk every day. Okay, you guys, that is it for this video. I know it was kind of like all over the place, but so is my life. But that's it. I'm off to Los Angeles tomorrow morning. My mom's about to come over. We'll actually have to go pick her up. I actually have a lot more to do this evening. My suitcase is right there. I need to pack. I need to get my mom. I need to be up at 4 a.m. for California, so that'll be a good time. And that's that. I love you guys. Thank you for being a part of my life, and I will see you in the next one.